This is Afreen Rahman, and I bring to you another episode of The Product Today, where we chat with our all-star product leaders from various tech and non-tech backgrounds. And here we talk everything from breaking into the industry of product management and setting your career goals to collaborating with diverse product leaders and knowing where to pivot into this industry of product management. So basically, all things product management. So in today's episode, we are going to discuss something very important. We are going to discuss the 3 core pillars in product management. And to discuss this topic, we will have with us our in-house expert, our head of product management team, Mr. Gaurav Verma. So Gaurav, welcome to the show, and so excited to have you here with us back again.
Thank you so much, Afreen, and the feeling is likewise, right? It is an important topic, and I'm really excited to talk about it.
And we've been getting such nice reviews of our earlier episodes that we have done with you, so we had to have you back and discuss this very, very important topic, to understand what are the core pillars that exist in product management. So let us know. Let's begin and deep dive into this topic.
Yes, absolutely. So you said that 3 core pillars of product management, right? But I'll diverge the topic a little bit, and I'll first talk about 3 core pillars of product management, and then I'll talk about 3 core pillars of a product.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
After that, I'll see and I'll tell you how these 2 elements mix together. 3 core pillars of product management and 3 core pillars of a product. How do they mix together? And when you understand all of them together, how you can build great products, right?
So it's a bonus we're getting in one session, right? Oh, great. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
So let's start with the first element, the 3 core pillars of product management, right? Now, if you go out on Google, you search product management, there's a very famous Venn diagram, UX, tech, and business, right? Every product manager, every product management aspirant, no matter who searches product management, they will see that diagram eventually, right? So let's talk. Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that diagram, because those 3 are the core pillars of product management, no matter how frequently or how often you come across them. But you cannot change the point that these 3 are one of the most important. These 3 are the most important elements of product management, right? So first is user experience, right? So what basically user experience is. So if I have to just give you a very brief of what user experience is without pouring any technical knowledge or pouring any technical jargon upon to you, right? I would say that the feeling you get when you use a product, right? So if you're using your phone, if you're using your laptop, right? So we have a laptop in front of us. There's a keyboard in front of us, right? Do you think that these keys are just randomly just put together? These were not iterated, or these were not thought about? They were thought about, right?
Though initially it did feel, why is it that way? Why couldn't it just be ABCD, right? Why is the QWERTY pad?
Yes.
Yeah.
But when it was being made, or when someone was designing the keyboard, they must have thought, how can we make writing very easy for the user, right? So when you write on the keyboard, there's a certain element, right? Why people prefer keyboards on the Mac, right? Not any other laptop, because Mac keyboards give them a feel.
Yes.
It feels good when you type on a Mac keyboard, right? Or Apple keyboard, right? So that is the element of user experience. How does the user feel when they're using your product, right? Now, if we move to the second element, it is technology, right? Now, to understand product management, you have to understand technology, right? Now, I don't want you to confuse that it is only for the digital products, or it is only about engineering, right? No, technology is the back end of everything, right? No matter what you're making. And by technology, I don't mean servers, wires, cables, applications, softwares. No. So if you're building a house, right? There's engineering involved in that as well. The construction that you make, it is the technical part of building a house, right? So the second element is technology. You understand how this product is being built. You understand how it is useful for the user, right? Then you understand. Yes.
For technology, for anyone to understand, if budding product managers are coming, do we really have to be very pro at understanding technology, or just a basic understanding of technology?
No, you don't have to be pro. You just have to understand, because as a product manager, for you, technology is a medium of communication, right? You don't have to sit and code, or you don't, if I'm taking the example of a house, you don't have to go and lay the bricks yourself, right? There is someone else who's laying the bricks, but you should know how to tell them that you want the bricks to be laid in this particular way, right? That is why it is important to understand technology. Now, after technology, we move to the third part, which is business part, right? Now, if we look at any company in this world, they are functioning on products, right? Even if they're offering services to someone, even if they're consulting someone, there is a systematic manner, right? They are doing that, or they are giving this service or product in order to reap something, right? They want to get some benefit out of it. So in product management, you have to understand how all this or whatever you're making will benefit the business at the end of the day, right? You cannot divert from it. So these three are the elements of product management in their most basic sense, right? Now, if I tell you the three core pillars or elements of a product, right, then most of our viewers or you might be familiar with the concept of DVF, right? Desirability, viability, and feasibility, right? Now, what does desirability state? Desirability tells you that is your product desired by the user or not, right? Now, I'm trying to keep this as basic as possible, right? Because to avoid any technical jargons, right? So what desirability tells us is that is your product desired by the user or not, right? If we move to the next element, which is viability, right? Is your product viable to make? Can it be made? Can it be made with the given resources that we have? Right. If I just set out on a journey and I'll say that I will make an airplane in the next month, is it viable? Do I have the resources? Do I have the knowledge to make an airplane? Right? Probably not. Right. So if I go out and I say that I'm going to build an aeroplane, I should know the technical knowledge behind it, the science behind it. I should have the financial resources, the raw material, and all of that, right? So that element corresponds to feasibility. Is it that element corresponds to viability? Is it viable to build or not, right? After that, the next element is feasibility. Now, what feasibility means? Feasibility means is that if I put my effort into this, is it feasible for me or not? And by me, I mean the business, right? So if I go on the journey of building an aircraft or an airplane, is it feasible for me to build that airplane or not, right? I have to understand that. I cannot, even if I have the resources, I have the knowledge, is it feasible for me to build that? If it is not feasible to me, then there's no point of building that, right? Yeah. So now, if we look at these three different elements of the product management spectrum and product in isolation, so we have UX, tech, and business. And in product, we have desirability, viability, and feasibility.
Got it. Right.
Right. Now, what we have to do is we have to bring them together.
So you're going to bring these six pillars, sorry, I'm so sorry. 6 pillars together, right? Okay, got it.
Yes, absolutely. So now let's understand these 3 pillars of product management, 3 pillars of product on to each other's overlap, right? If they overlap each other. Now, if we talk about the UX part and the desirability part of product and product management, then they both fall into each other. If your product has good experience, good user experience, then your product would be desired by the user, right? So this is how these two overlap. The next element is technology and viability, right? Now, if you have the necessary technology, if you have the necessary knowledge, if you have the necessary resources to build your product, right, then it would be viable for you to build this product, right? There we cover the technology and the viability element. After that comes the final part, the business and the feasibility part. So in the business part, we looked upon is whatever we are making, is it actually beneficial for the business, right? And in feasibility part, we understood that whatever we are making or the product that we're making, is it feasible for me? Will I get something in return? Should I invest all my resources into it or not? And this is where business and feasibility overlap. Is your product feasible for the business to actually put in their resources? And these are how the three core pillars of product management and three core pillars of a product overlap. And if you understand these, you are on your path to never forget these foundational principles, right? To never forget these three core pillars of product management and product. Because if you keep these in the picture, right, there's nothing that's stopping you from building great products, right? So that is my take on it.
Well, thank you so much, Gaurav, for giving us that take. If you agree with him, and if you've found this session to be completely insightful as I have, please comment below and click on the like button and that subscribe button so that next time we have an episode of Product Today, you will be the first one to get notified, right? So Gaurav, looking for many such more insightful sessions with you. Thank you so much for giving us your time and attention, today. And it was great connecting with you. So take care of yourself.
Thank you so much, Afi. Bye. Take care. Bye.